Hey there, hi there, hello world. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellie and today's video is going to be a very special, very loving and kind, gentle deck unboxing and flip through. I want to share this very beautiful deck with you here. This is actually the primary deck and a supplementary deck, but today's focus is on the I'm Here Oracle, a 50-card deck and guidebook by Murphy Pines. And this is a deck that is all about healing and love, self-love. And I'm just so excited to share this with you. It is a very beautiful project, and I am so excited to be able to bring awareness to it. So let's go ahead and take a look today at I'm Here, and This Is Me. All right, so before we begin today's video, a quick and humble reminder. If you have not yet already, please make sure that you give a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell to be notified of any future uploads. With that all said, let's get on into today's video. All right, so as previously mentioned, I'm Here is a 50-card Oracle deck that was actually a Kickstarter project, and the creator, Murphy Pines, actually took some time to really put work into this deck. It is a very, very beautiful deck. And This Is Me was actually an extension. It was like the, I think they call it like stretch goals that we had unlocked as a part of the campaign. So this is kind of its own separate but included deck with the I'm Here Oracle. So for the time being, we will put this one aside and we'll take a peek at it later on in the video, but I wanted to focus here on the I'm Here deck. Now, this is a gentle companion to aid in healing. The artist Murphy Pines wanted this to be kind of a gentle guide to helping the healing process, right? Because a lot of the healing process begins with sitting with emotions, acknowledging them, identifying them, and really just being able to come to terms with that and move through the uncomfortable process that is the healing process. But this is the gift to the world that Murphy has brought us. They really wanted to present a deck that felt like a gentle hug and just really became kind of like this tool for others to use, as well as they did, to help the healing process. And I think that's a very beautiful thing. And although the Kickstarter project did have a few hiccups here and there, Murphy Pines did an excellent job. They got this deck out to us as soon as they possibly could, and I'm eternally grateful because it is a very, very beautiful deck, and I hope that many others also find a lot of gentle guidance and love and just encouragement, to heal and to go through the tough stuff in life, because we all face challenges and at varying degrees, but we all need that little hug and just the ability to have this deck here be just a little contribution to that in a little positive way that can have big effects, I think is just very beautiful. So, okay, enough of that. Let us go ahead and get into the deck itself because I can't wait to share it with you. Again, this is a very stunning deck. The artist just, they knocked it out of the ballpark with this because it's so beautiful. So here we will look at the box for I'm Here. And as you can see, it is a very beautiful, gentle energy here. This little spirit figure is just so cute and so beautiful. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it looks kind of like a little ghost, but I like to think of it as just a spirit. It's energy. It's a kindness, right? This cute little heart here. So the box itself is a two-piece box. Very simply designed, but still very beautiful because that's all you need, right? Just this cute little multicolor pastel kind of feel to it. Love that. I'm always a fan of the pastels, so not a bad thing. And yeah, the box itself, again, two-piece. And we'll take a look at the contents in just a second here, but the side says, "How are you feeling?" And we have our little spirit figure friend here. "I'm so glad you're here." This is so beautiful. Again, these are just really lovely cards to work with when you're having a rough day and just kind of need that beautiful, gentle little energy to help remind you that you are beautiful, you are loved. So this deck here on the back says, "I'm here. Take some time to Care for your inner child. Hang out with your higher self. Be present with the wonderful you. I'm Here is a deck of 50 cards that explores ideas for gentle ways to heal and connect with yourself. Each card has been digitally illustrated by our artist Murphy Pines and accompanied with some writings that explore the ideas even further in the included booklet. So yeah, again, this is just super beautiful. The artist did a wonderful, wonderful job. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get on into the contents because I can't wait to share this deck with you. All right, so when you open up the box and remove the contents, what we get here is a guidebook and the deck itself. So we'll take a look at this beauty because I'm already excited holding it. I can't wait to show you. But let's take a peek here real quick at the guidebook for I'm Here. And just to kind of check this very beautiful, simple, but elegant kind of artwork here, this cute little spirit with this beautiful little heart with a very content look on their face. So very cute. On the inside here, we have a foreword from the artist. Very cool. You want to read through that there. And we have the table of contents. So let's take a quick peek here. What do we see? We see a foreword, table of contents, how to use these cards. And then I believe this goes into the cards themselves. So here, beginning with affirm, all the way down to zoom out. And then I think we have a thank you section. I don't think that's a card, but I will double check here in a second. So yeah, then we have a section here explaining how to use the cards. And then we get right on into it. So if we look at the guidebook for the affirm card, here we have words can be powerful. Saying things to yourself can feel silly or pointless, but saying something out loud and hearing your own voice can be empowering and affirming. Affirmations don't have to be grand statements or goals. They can also be tiny, manageable steps. Try things like, I can get through this moment, or I can take a few deep breaths right now, or I'm going to allow myself to feel this feeling for the next 5 minutes. Again, just kind of like sitting with those emotions, right? Affirming yourself. So it says, tip, if you're new to affirmations, they can feel a bit awkward, like you're trying to convince yourself something that you have trouble believing. Adding a what if to your affirmation can turn a challenging task into a question to incite curiosity and action. What if I felt more confident today? What if I asked for what I needed today? Sometimes you can be the person you need to help yourself through a difficult moment, facing a daunting day, or gather the courage to ask others for what you need. All right. So this page, I guess the first section here, we can call it, is a little bit about the card, describing the intention behind the card itself. And then we get a page for journaling and action prompts. So if you were to pull the affirm card, something to keep in mind if you want to journal or take action on, what are some tiny affirmations you can give yourself right now? It can be as little as, I can go get myself a drink of water right now. Or, I'm going to take a deep breath, and another one, and another. Very, very beautiful. I love this energy so much. As someone who has been through, challenging days as well, where I could not even get out of bed, it is really an accomplishment to just get out and feed yourself or shower. Those tiny tasks can turn into huge accomplishments because of the weight of everything. When I talk about energy, it's just a heavy energy, and getting past those blocks is definitely an accomplishment and something beautiful to be celebrated, especially when, it's a hard time. All right, so next up we have, can you remember something kind that someone said to you? Write it down and keep it somewhere in view as a reminder. Ooh, that's a cute idea. This exercise can be intense and can bring up distressing memories as you are working with your inner child. Okay, so there's some items here that sometimes may be a little bit more difficult to work with, but just in case here, if you wanted to read the rest of this section, you can. But for the sake of time and for not getting too far into the prompts here, because I want this to be a very personal experience for others if they have this deck, Yeah, let's go ahead and just take a peek a little bit further at a couple more. So let's take a look at play. How about play? That's something we could all use, honestly. I still like to go out and play. Do you remember a time when you were younger and you completely lost yourself in a game or story? Do you remember not being driven by success or winning, but rather by what brought the most fun, satisfaction, and enjoyment for you? Honestly, this channel is actually part of my play. I love sharing these stacks. Playfulness can be a very effective way to get energized, dispel fear, and to learn, explore, and discover in safety. The great thing about play is that there is no end goal other than fun, learning, and enjoyment. All right, so to save time, let's take a look at some of the journaling and action prompts. Go out of your way to do something silly and nonsensical today. If I'm being honest, I am silly and nonsensical every day. Do you remember any favorite childhood games that you used to play? They could be playground games, pretend games, or even video games. What do you remember about them? How did the play make you feel? If you associate the game with positive feelings, are there ways to revisit them to connect with that feeling again, or find ways to feel similar feelings? That is a very good question. So yeah, I love that this guidebook includes these prompts because that really gives you time to sit with that, that emotion, that feeling, that topic, I guess you could say. All right, and just let's go ahead and skip on over to the thank you section here. So this is a section where the artist and creator goes on ahead and gives their thanks to everyone here. Very cool. There's a long list of people. That is beautiful. I love that there are that many people to support Murphy and their work. That is super cool. And special thanks here. And from Murphy, there you go. So a guidebook that is, again, very straightforward, tells you exactly what you need to know about each of the cards. I think this is super valuable for, again, those who want to do a lot of inner work, healing work, and maybe just kind of, check-ins, honestly. I myself do inner child check-ins, which I think, honestly, she's in control most of the time because I'm such a child. But yeah, that is it for the guidebook. Let's go ahead and take a look into the deck itself. All right, so here we go, taking a look at the card back art. As you can see, this is a very beautiful card back art. Look at that beautiful pastel sky with these clouds floating gently by. Love it. This is super, super pretty. All right, and then my favorite detail actually about this deck, of course, silver holographic edges. So beautiful. They're so shiny. Very, very lovely. I could stare at these holographic edges all day. But yeah, there we go. All throughout this 50 card deck. Super, super pretty. So yeah, the cardstock itself is very good, very high quality from what I can tell. Nice and thick, has a good bounce back, and just feels very sturdy in the hand. Not heavy, but just sturdy. So very nice. I believe also in the Kickstarter campaign, the description of the cards themselves says there's a protective coat, so it's kind of glossy, but it'll help keep the cards from, wear and tear to an extent. But yeah, that is the card themselves, card back art. Let's go ahead and get on into the front of the cards. See that beautiful art. All right, my friends, so we will begin the flip through here with the Affirm card. So let us begin the flip through of the I'm Here Oracle, and we'll start with Affirm. All right, so that was the flip through of the I'm Here Oracle deck. And next, I'm going to take a few moments to show you the This Is Me expansion that we unlocked through the stretch goals for the I'm Here Oracle deck. So let me put this aside for just a moment, and we'll take a look here at This Is Me. So this deck here does include a couple different cards. It's not 100% like the I'm Here deck. This Oracle deck includes 5 sets of archetypes and symbols that are rich with meaning that you can use to connect yourself, to connect with yourself, right? This has astrology, so astrological signs, elemental, the 4 classical elements, celestial, so the planets, sun and moon, plants and flowers, and enneagrams, so the enneagram types. Very interesting combination of decks or a combination of cards rather. So let's just take a quick peek in here, and I'll do a quick flip through just so you can see the various cards that are included, but just note that they are the same as the I'm Here Oracle. So if you wanted to mix them all together, you absolutely could. However, I feel like this is pretty good as a standalone deck. I would say it's kind of a get to know yourself deck. So we've got those same holographic edges there. Very beautiful. And yeah, we can just take a quick peek at the cards themselves. So the This Is Me expansion deck includes Aquarius, Aries, Cancer. Oh, that's my card. That's cute. We've got Capricorn, Gemini, Leo, Libra. Very cozy looking Libra there. We have Pisces, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo. And then we come to the planetary cards. So here's Earth, Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, the Moon. Oh, I love this card. Probably my favorite. Neptune, Pluto, Saturn, the Sun, which is a star, Uranus, Venus, and now we are at the elements. So here is the element of air, earth, fire, looking a little happy with the fire there, and water, floating along in the lazy river. Very cute. All right, so I think this is the anagrams, right? The archetypes of the anagrams. Yeah, they should be the anagrams. So we have the reformer, the helper, keep that in frame there, achiever, individualist, investigator, curious little ghost there, loyalist, enthusiast, challenger, peacemaker. All right, now we get into the flowers and plants. So we begin here with the black orchid, coconut. Ooh, that is a relaxing scene there. Daffodil, forget-me-not, lavender. Ooh, lotus. This is a very pretty card. This is a very pretty card. Mugwort, pine, rose, and my absolute favorite, sunflower. Sunflower is my #1 favorite flower. All right, so yeah, that is the This Is Me part of the deck. So the stretch goal deck, I call it, which is really cool. It's a great deck that kind of works on its own. But yeah, again, you can use it mixed in with the This Is Me oracles. So very cool. They do have that similar card back. And yeah, there you have it. All right, my friends, that wraps up today's flip through of the I'm Here Oracle. I hope you enjoyed checking out this very beautiful, very gentle, kind of loving energy deck. I really feel like it's the most fluffy, loving, but still very full of deep depth meaning, I think, deck that I own currently. So this is a really, really beautiful deck, I think, for those of you who really want to do introspective work, healing work, journaling, deep dives into the self, I think would be a very beautiful, beautiful, wonderful deck to work with. So yeah, let's go ahead and I guess we'll just pull a quick card. Let's wrap up the video with a quick card pull. I want to know, what does my inner child want me to be aware of right now? Let's see. What message, what topic, I guess, I don't know. What does my inner child want me to be aware of right now? And like I said, I do a lot of acknowledgement of my inner child. She does like to come out and play quite often. You? Okay. All right. So my inner child wants me to know that it's okay to unplug. Step out of the stream. It's okay to take your time. This is pause. So yeah, very, very interesting. I am being called to just kind of take some time off, but you know, I think it's time off to be able to do what I want to do and things that just kind of relax and rejuvenate me. So this is really cool. Very reflective, honestly, of, you know, the unplug energy coming through here. I do like to just disappear from social media from time to time. So don't worry though, I like to film these videos and just get them set up to go live and set it and forget it kind of energy. So I will be continuing with videos, but if I take social media breaks, don't be surprised if you don't hear from me for a few weeks. All right, maybe that's too much information, but hey, let's go ahead and get on into wrapping up this video. I hope you enjoyed the flip through of both of these decks. Feel free to comment in the comment section below. What did you think about this deck? Did any one of these cards, you know, connect with you, especially like that we got here in the This Is Me deck, or if anything stood out to you here in the I'm Here Oracle deck? Yeah, just let me know. Give me a shout out down in the comment section below. So until next time, take very good care of yourselves. I hope to see you in the next video. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.